Excited that our assessment comparison report is now available to print and to download in Report Builder, and we also made an update to it. So please watch this quick video to see the changes. If we're in assessments in a particular event, I can now go into an assessment and create an assessment comparison report. So you can see that we are comparing our current assessment, which was given October 15th, to it'll automatically try to grab the last event on this particular template. If you had built this second one from copying an event, it would automatically compare to it. But if I want to change which event I am comparing it to, I can come in the gear, go to the drop down, and now I can swap columns. I can choose what goes in column 1, column 2, and we'll come back to show category detail in a minute. So when I save, it re-updates. You can now see we've got a single chart that says where you were in gray and where you are now in blue up top, overall and for each category. You can see where it needs attention, moved to satisfactory, and there was a positive change. A couple updates thanks to some feedback we got from folks. What happens if we go from needing attention to not applicable? Well, we're not sure, so we're going to give you a dash to go take a look. What happens if it's the reverse? You were not applicable, and then all of a sudden you have a score. If we come down here to the bottom, you can see an example of that. We give you a magnifying glass to say we can't determine if that was an increase or decrease. If that was from not applicable to red, from not applicable to satisfactory, since we can't identify that, since the coloring and naming is different by client. So we give you the insight to say, okay, you might want to take a look at this one. So those are the updates to the report. You can now download, as I mentioned, add and upload. It will take an extra couple of seconds to render as we are building all of those charts. And it definitely helps if I hit the download button. And then here is what the document looks like in print version. So very much what you see on the screen. And one other piece is that if you go into reporting options and uncheck show category detail, because you just want the high level reporting for each of the categories, you can print this as well. It gives a nice visual for your clients to see really how they're doing overall and how you've compared from baseline to current status. So let's take a look at what that looks like. And there's your report in a very consumable doc for that. As I mentioned, this is also now available in Report Builder. So if we go over to Report Builder, you will see that you can add a component, and in the component list, there is the assessment comparison templates, which would pull up exactly the same view. You will have to grab an assessment from here, but then you can make all the same changes in reporting options, etc., and it will display in Report Builder. One other piece while we're here in Report Builder is if I wanted to add a text block. We have added some functionality, including some folks have asked for a horizontal line, as well as some other options around fonts, etc. So there are a few more bells and whistles inside of Report Builder. So check it out, and happy life cycling.